First 100 of the year. And we're taking full clansmen because fuck it. And I might miss the bus because the usual bus stop route has a big fucking tree falling down in the middle of it. It's only been, 2 or 3 weeks since the storm, and Glasgow City Council have still no fucking sorted it. Fantastic. So we'll just have to hopefully catch the bus, otherwise we might be a wee bit late. Well, where they used to build all the ships.
Shipbuilding, you know.
Fucking unbelievable. Fucking 100 years ago, 20% of the world's ships were built here.
You know, these were men with trade. A lot of good boys lost their fucking livelihoods down here. And that fucking Thatcher.
The whole world, 20%. Now, we can't even build 2 boats. Isn't that amazing? I think I've found the entrance. Great welcome there, thank you. The vlogging.
So, before the games begin, I feel I should show you or explain my army here. This all started with a very innocent comment on one of my videos, and it just kind of grew arms and legs from there. I thought, what better way to bring in the new edition than to do a full Clansman of Lamedon list. And one of the best ways to do that is to run them as Berserkers, which are now absolutely insane in the rules. They are just nuts. You can see I've also got, I also have 3 scouts with banners, which are the bagpipists. I've got 2 scout captains as they get 2-handed weapons. I'm using the 2 Angmor models for them. I did make a bit of a mistake. I thought the scout captains had strike, but if you read the rules properly, like I didn't, it's only the normal captains that get strike and the scout captains don't. I don't know if that's just, them making an arse of it like they usually do. So, maybe the scout captains are supposed to get strike, but, they didn't today. Also, this list should have had a drummer, according to the FCQ, which would have been very handy, especially for my last game.
Foreshadowing is a narrative device.
And of course, I've got Saruman and Grima, which I'm using a blue wizard, I'm using Alatar. And I've got Grima here is Mel Grimason, the guy showing his arse, which is, fantastic. Thank you, Mr. Medbury, for that one. So ideally, the best way to run this list would probably be with pikemen as well, but unfortunately, despite my best efforts, I can't get anyone to make me a clansman with pikes. So we've just got on full Berserker mode today. Yeah, I thought this list would be a good bit of fun. Just run up the board, don't need to think about things, and just 2-hand my way to victory.
I might be able to, he's only going to get 1 turn of shooting though. I get free march. Free march. Starting early, are we? Vitamin boys.
Here we go, boys.
Before game 1.
That's what it's all about.
9 in the morning.
Cheers, boys.
Oh man, I wish I could join you.
Sandra.
Here we go, brother! Here we go!
Set up. It's fucking 100 models, it's gonna take fucking ages.
There's a good chance that we'll use that full 215.
Fucking hell. I'm just gonna run it up. I'm gonna run it up, man.
So, game 1. Hope was not high. We were up against an absolutely mental gun line.
If this is your army, why does it go?
The only saving grace I had was it was a 24-inch deployment, and I had a free march at the start of the game, which was lovely. I'd also have had a lot more might this game if, you know, the drum had been properly included in the list, so thank you whoever at Games Workshop forgot to put the drum in the list, because it would have been absolutely fantastic this game, I have to say. So, we just, you know, did the usual, just absolutely ran up the board as fast as I could. Saruman, I think he tried to transfix Gideon, so he couldn't shoot the thing. I can't remember if it went off, I think it might have.
So Gideon has lost all his will, and he's taken a wound from a sorcerer's blast because John's a fanny and never pressed the buttons.
Yes.
The Lord tells me he can get me out of this mess, but he's pretty sure you're fucked.
So yeah, just tried to get into close combat as fast as possible, where I could use my Berserkers. Fight 5 and their 2 attacks. I didn't even need to two-hand this game because I was killing on 4s anyway with 2 dice, so I don't think I did much two-handing. There was a little bit, if I remember correctly, but I can't remember why and what scenario it was. We had lost quite a few clansmen. I think I lost about 7 to 10 on the way in from shooting. We'd withered, which was pretty brutal. My plan was, because it was domination, to kind of just push in and hopefully just fight them and keep them contained, and then the game would end and I would have 3 of the 5 objectives. But then the absolute mental, like, miraculous thing happened, and it turns out that a full Berserker list might actually be fucking class, because I can't believe, like, it was just so much died. It was just everything died. Just Dale just died. Just like the Battle of Stirling Bridge that didn't have a bridge, the Redcoat people just got chopped to bits. It was incredible. However, it wasn't without losses of my own, as the Dale +1 to win bonus in his own half is very spicy, so he was killing me on 4s as well, and usually with 2 dice because he had a spear support. So basically whoever won the fight would kill the other person, and I think I got quite lucky in the first round. I think it was a first or second round of combat. I think I got lucky and won pretty much every single one. So I got quite jammy there, I will admit. It was a bit of jam in the bank there. Tried desperately to stop his little captain flanking up to get the middle objective, as I didn't want to give over that objective, as I wasn't sure if I was going to be able to cap the one in the middle. But towards the end of the game, I'd been winning more fights, so basically I'd been killing more. This meant that I was able to take this middle objective in his half, and the game ended, and I think I had 4 of the objectives, so I won the game. I do think I was quite lucky with the fights, and that one turn that we did, I can't remember which turn it was, Fraser will know, it was tier turn 1 or turn 2, where I just won every single combat. That I think that kind of decided the game, because just so many Dale lads died. If I hadn't done well that round and Fraser had done well, I think it would have been a completely different game, and it would have been the other way around.
Yeah, I didn't expect.
I did. I really did expect that. My poor wee bum.
The clansmen, it's just, there are going to be so many good Braveheart clips, that's all.
Oh yeah.
Game 1 over. Time for a quick break for lunch, which ended up being quite a long break because we actually didn't realise that we finished like an hour and a half early. So I had time to go have a look at all the lovely different games at Green Hollow because it was a fantasy event and it wasn't just Lord of the Rings. There was also Old World, Age of Wankmar, and Heroes. No, what's it called? The Game of Thrones one. There was that as well. Song of Ice and Fire. That's it. So there was lots of different fantasy games going on, and some of these armies are incredible. It kind of makes me want to go and try Old World again, give it a wee bash, especially now that the Empire Codex thing's out.
Decent. When you get nearly as many folk on it there. Try.
He's doing it. He's gluing it. He's gluing it.
I'm going to sniff this. It's not happening. I know it's not happening.
Well, I go. Show us.
Yeah, I'm just holding on to...
All game, holding like that.
Stone Age, what? Just concede, man. Stop doing that. You want me to concede? Why would I concede when I'm better?
The man's got a point.
Look at the ball on it.
I'm waiting. I'll film this.
45 minutes. It'll still not be stuck.
It's going to be a long vlog. Longer than the Stalin one.
It's feeling a bit stubbornness.
Well, show us then.
I think it was all in my hand, but...
It's freezing! The wild men are now up against the fucking tree cunts. Shot them down. Right, so who's you need it to me? I'll just have it. 'Cause you have it. Thanks. Yeah. Smoke trees every day. Anyway, game 2. And I believe game 2, I won rock, paper, scissors here before the game even started. There's not really much to say in this game. It was seize the prize. No, not seize the prize. Fucking capture the supplies. No, fuck. Destroy the supplies. I got there eventually. And I was against Ents, so it's already a hard thing for Ents to capture 3 and not lose 3 because they just don't have that many models. And also the fact that I was just two-handed everywhere. So if he didn't get a 6, he died, basically. And I don't know if this is true, but I didn't realise at the time, but apparently Sorcerer's Blast can knock Ents prone now if they're not in combat. Somebody was saying that to me and I should have done that, but I didn't. But I didn't know that you could do that now, because apparently the Sorcerer's Blast now just says only in combat. But yeah, whatever. There's not really much to say about this game. I won. I do think this edition is great for narrative play because you just pick 2 armies that are class and you can have a good fight, but for competitive it might not be as good as last edition, and I think that kind of hopelessness feeling is one of the worst feelings you can have when you're like, fucking, oh, I've got Contest of Champions and my leader is Galadriel, that kind of thing. I don't know, hopefully the new Wait for the Middle-earth Armies book, I'm just hoping that, hopefully the new scenario pack will help that whenever it comes out, because I think there's going to be a lot more scenarios this time when that comes out, so I think there's going to be 18 total or 24 total? I can't remember. There's going to be any. Hopefully when there's a lot more scenarios it'll make the game a lot more balanced, because right now it does feel very rock, paper, scissorsy. But anyway, I tried to target the Ents that didn't have the might first, because if they didn't get the 6 they would just be dead, and then after that hopefully I'd be able to kill the big spicy ones. And yeah, there's not really much else to say. Towards the end of the game he did manage to get a nice breakaway with, I think it was Treebeard and one of the Ents, and he was able to get up, and he was able to destroy 2 of my supplies, so ended up, I think it was quite close in VPs, I can't remember, but yeah, it was another win to me. I won the rock, paper, scissors for this game. Looking! Got a daily Lunchable!
It's a luncher.
They changed it. Oh, lunchers. The bastards.
5 up in the way. Hit shadow back.
Yes.
Absolutely hit
Fuck you.
Machined. You roll straight past it.
Okay. Then game 3 again. Apologies, as it is winter in Scotland. Well, just coming out of winter in Scotland, and the table we had was not under a light. It means the light for this game is going to be pretty crap, so it's going to be hard for you to kind of see what's going on. I can only apologise about that. And it was Hold the Ground with Maelstrom, and I came in. Where did I come in? I came in like on the left flank with my entire army. Got really lucky. Everyone, I think I rolled a 4 with every single hero. We kind of came on together, and he brought on. It was Fornos Legion. It was really cool to see this Legion. I think I'm going to have to give it a try. It does look really fun. Arnor on with the big load of knights, and I think it was like an High Elf Captain. Yes, it was a High Elf Captain, and then Arnor came on right behind me, and then Glorfindel came on here. So there was this kind of strange sandwichy type. Like, I thought I was going to be able to kill his warbands at the back fast, and before Glorfindel came on, but bad things happened and it didn't work that way. And as you can see here, though, I left a little gap, and he was able to get Arnor through into Saruman, or Alatar, depending on your feelings about the lore, which was a bit of a silly move, considering Arnor's fight 7 on the charge with a lance, bit scary. But luckily my kind of clansmen were in place to help support him and charge in most places. I did try to make a screen of clansmen to stop Glorfindel rushing onto the objective, and it was a fucking bloodbath. Let's be honest. Again, it was another game. If you lost, you die. That was it. Just you lost the fight, you were dead. Things were evaporated right from under my nose. Saruman actually managed to win the fight against Arnor and kill his horse. Well, Arnor killed the 2 clansmen that had countercharged, and then he combated into Saruman, and then Saruman won and dicked his horse, which I thought was quite funny. I got really lucky there. It was just fighting, just lots of fighting, lots of death, things falling apart everywhere. The fight 5 clansmen is so good, so even his knights on the charge weren't a good enough fight to beat the clansman, and more often than not, that clansman was just chopping a horse just out from under the guy. It was quite incredible to watch, I have to say. This new edition does feel a lot more killy as well, I was going to say. I know I am running full Berserkers, but I was dying just as fast as he was. And then it kind of got to a kind of crucial point at the end of the game.
Lost the goal off again. Gary win wonders, fucking done it.
Then, unfortunately, that turn that he broke, he was able to kill Saruman because it didn't have enough might to defense. I think that's what happened. I can't really remember. So Arnor just absolutely stuck Saruman, or Alatar, right through the pus, killed him, and he broke. So that meant it was still on even points. And the next turn we rolled for the game to end, and it ended before any of us had gotten to the point, or more importantly, I had been stupid enough to move my clansmen off the point, because I didn't realise the game was going to end so fast. Again, it's one of those games where the whole 1 or the 2 breaking thing, I am not the biggest fan of.
So we got a wee draw here. The game ended before anyone got on the point. I broke him. You killed Yeah.
Saruman.
Saruman, he's fucking. Was that 3 each?
One point of enemy was wounded, every trainer was cancer.
He's fucking dead. Yeah.
The army is broken and unbroken is 3.
Cool. Good game. It's only there's a few more turns, you know? If only.
Killed me too quickly.
I know, it's a bastard.
So, just doing a wee diagram to explain what I mean here. So, if we have Glorfindel here, and he moves on to the points in the next turn, and then the game ended, my opponent would win, because I just can't get my clansmen there in time. However, all my clansmen here have killed off the majority of his troops. If the game keeps going and doesn't end, I'll get all my clansmen into the point. Theoretically, Glorfindel could kill them all eventually, but odds are that he might lose a fight and he would die. But eventually, the longer the game goes on, the more chance I have of winning. But if the game was to end one turn from now, he would win, as Glorfindel would probably be on the point, and I wouldn't be able to stop him there. So, the whole one of the two ending thing, I was hoping it would get removed this edition. I don't like not knowing when the game's going to end. I do find it's just a bit of a random element. It's not a personal favourite of mine. Anything that's kind of random, I don't really like roll-offs do my head in as well. And I don't think I won a single one this entire event. You know, maybe not have it like completely random, maybe just like turn once broken, game will end in 2 or 3 turns, and that gives you more like ways to think and plan stuff. Yeah, I'm just waffling on. I'm not having my coffee, and it's 5:30 in the morning. I've woke up early to re-edit this, so yeah, let's move on. Let's move on to a recap of day 1, shall we? So, welcome to a day 1 recap of the event. 2 wins, 1 draw, not bad, happy with that. I've done well in the rock, paper, scissors for the matchups of this event. Quick thoughts on the list. Actually, full Berserkers, it's pretty good. I would definitely try this again, but with perhaps some tweaks, because Saruman has been absolutely, or Alatar has been absolutely fucking points. He is not worth 170 points. Grima has been absolutely fantastic. He's definitely worth 25 points. But I feel this split is a bit off. So it's 195 points total. I think that should be maybe 100, and that should be 95. That seems a lot more respectable for the Grima Saruman split. Because Saruman in the first game did, well, I suppose he stopped me getting shot by Gideon for 2 turns, which was nice. Game 2, fuck all. Game 3, couple of moves, and then got decked by a big fucking horsey. So that went well. Did fuck all. Couldn't even get a transfix off on Earnor, or whatever his name is. Pretty shit. And it also continued, no spoilers, but it continued into day 2. Saruman was absolutely wank biscuits. But Grima, actually, to be honest, this should probably be a bit inaccurate. Maybe we should do Saruman, be generous, give him 10 points. Grima's 185. Yeah, I think that's about right. Yeah, I think what I would do in future, as good as the Hatred Man is, if you're strength 4 and you're 2-handed, you're going to be killing on 5s, if not 4s. Anyway, the Hatred Man only came up twice this tournament, I think. Yeah, I don't think the Hatred Man is good, is very good, especially in a team event when you can put that army against the men, and then fantastic. But for solo play, I would maybe think about using the assault on Helm's Deep, list, and just taking max berserkers, a couple of banners, and maybe like 2 bombs, and then just bomb their big threat. Maybe a ballista. It might be nice just to make them walk at you. Or maybe 1 bomb, 1 ballista, and then just like 900 points. You would get, you know, Saruman and Grima 195. That's what I want to try. That's what I want to try next time. Although I don't know when I'm going to get a Lamedon ballista or Lamedon bomb, and if I'd even be allowed to do that, which I probably would be. Let's be honest here. Food for thought. Anyway, I'm fucking waffling on for 5 minutes now. This is boring as fuck. Shut your hole, John. Evening time, and unfortunately I couldn't go out for dinner at Innocent Gun. As much as I really wanted to go out and get hammered and eat loads of lovely food, it was my wife's birthday, and she was nice enough to let me go to the event on her birthday, which is, I thought was a bit mental. So I just went home and we made dumplings, and we ate dumplings, and it was fucking class. And then I woke up the next day without a hangover, despite the fact that I still look like I had a hangover. Look at the state of that. Yeah, on to day 2. Nice and fresh with no losses. Oof, spicy times at 100.
See how today goes. Let's hope I am the scissors to the paper for both my games today. Then I might podium at 100. Mental. Fucking mental. Let's hope. See you later. Bye. Bye. Yep. Let's go. Right, bit of fog of war. The stuff. Clansman. Ooh, first time I'm seeing it. Big scary beast.
That's about something. That's about something.
Sorry, Staff. Now, Staff, the important question: would you like a draw? I don't know how this will go. I don't know.
I'm losing in the end, I'll say yes.
I do that a lot.
So, on to game 4, up against the dwarves. Again, the same old tactic. Stand up in a line, give a big speech, you know, rouse the men.
But they'll never take our freedom!
Straight up the battlefield. The dwarfs decided to sit back as they had a shit ton of crossbows. Oh, and I forgot to say, it's the best scenario. It's Fog of War! So always good fun. The mind games in this scenario are always a good laugh. Another odd thing in this rule set. I didn't realise that war beasts could charge Grima. You can see I put my Grima next to his was it Bolfer on the troll? Jimmy Nesbitt, I can't remember. And he turned and absolutely smashed into Grima, and unfortunately for him, got double ones to wound, which meant Grima survived, which is absolutely incredible. That is quite possibly one of the luckiest things that's ever happened to me. And then Grima went and hid up on the rocks and just sat and waved his arse at the rest of the army for pretty much the full game. I was actually too scared to move him off the rock in case he failed his climb test and died. He just kind of sat up there waving his bum and willy. I do wish there was a bit more consistency with Grima. I don't understand why you know you can't attack him with your men because you think he's one of your allies, but you can quite easily run a war beast into him or use magic on him. How do the magic users know they can use magic on him but still think he's not a traitor and they can't attack him in combat? I don't get that. As you're charging up the board, you would expect your captains to be leading the men, but because in Lord of the Rings, for some reason, crossbows and bows and arrows are so accurate that you can pick out individual models in a battle line. I do find that a bit odd. I would expect my captains to be leading the men from the front, charging up the board, not quivering away behind the men. But hey ho, hopefully with the new scenario book, again, we'll have more scenarios where you don't just get shot to shit. And in fact, I think I got incredibly lucky this game, due to the fact that he didn't. I think he put a wound on one of the captains, but I used fate. I'm gonna forget completely what happened. Saruman, I believe, took a wound as well from shooting. But apart from that, I didn't lose too many. Against Dale, I think I lost 8 on the charge in. But here, I think I only lost like 2 or 3, which was great. It meant I had more hitting power when we got to the combat. Oh, on the way in, Saruman compelled the troll and I'd wanted to bring him out the battle line. I thought this would make him easier to kind of surround and trap, but then I was also told that you can't trap them, so yeah, that was a waste of time. Then I believe Bolfer did a move so that he could try and kill Saruman, but unfortunately, as you see here, he got to the last clansman, and the last clansman held the line and did not die, which meant that next turn I was able to which meant the next turn I was able to surround him and do a Mel Gibson on the poor troll. I think Stoff was saying that every single game the troll did absolutely sweet fuck all. Which is a shame because it's such a cool model and it is just awesome. You would expect it to do a little bit more. Yeah, you can also see that the other odd thing I find about Fog War is I have moved all my heroes way back, hiding behind different bits of terrain. You can see one of my captains behind the trees there, and my other captain and Saruman are behind the rocks just here. Yeah, I do find that very odd. You know, your entire army runs up and then your heroes just go, right, see you later, we're going to go hide because we're worth victory points. We're going to go just sit in the back of the board and do fuck all while you do all the work, lads. You just stay and fight. You know, you don't need your leaders here. Bye-bye. And then, yeah, it was just pretty much a bloodbath. Again, exactly the same thing happened. Whoever won the fight generally killed the other opponent, and because I got quite lucky with the shooting, I did have a lot more boys than I did in the previous game, so I was able to kind of choppy and I did a wee feint for the right here, but I think Stoff realised that when I was an idiot and kind of charged my guy into combat. It was pretty obvious then, so he knew that my terrain piece was, I think, one on the left. Oh, excuse me. Oh, didn't me. And he did proceed to completely wipe out my right flank, killed them all, and I think, yeah, it was just a stage of just trying to get the points. And then, where's Grima? Oh no, I charged Grima into combat in the last turn, didn't I? Yes, I charged Grima in the last turn. And then we also had a bit of a fight back at the back of the board with Jimmy Nesbitt. I think it's Jimmy Nesbitt. And my two captains, I had Saruman and one clansman here. I decided I was trying to work out the VPs in my head, and I felt if I killed what's his face, Jimmy Nesbitt, in that combat, I would get the VPs for that, more VPs, because he was my target. But again, if he won the fight, if he got the 6 and then he won the roll off and killed his target captain, he would win the game. So it was a bit of a risk, and yeah, I was really terrible at having those in the shot there, so I do apologise. I'll try and film it better in the future so you can see what's going on. But yeah, game over, and over to the VP count.
Start the game, secretly note down one of your own heroes. This may not be your general unless you only have one hero. Score a victory point if they're still alive. Who did you pick? I picked. Sorry.
I didn't win them, did I?
You did win them. He spent no fate. Your one didn't spend any fate.
No.
So we both get 5.
My target was the big man.
Right, so the big man, you kill him in combat, you get 5. Mine was the fake captain.
So he's fine.
Yep. So I don't get any points for that. Oh, you prevented the win with fake, so I get a point for that. Single terrain piece. I thought it was that one. I knew that one was a bluff. Nori actually was on there.
He was, yeah.
So if you have twice as many, you score 3. Mine was that set of rocks.
So close.
Yep. A point if you win the enemy general, and then we get a point each for breaking. So 14-8 to you.
Well, I won. Sorry, Stoff. Your dice were.
I didn't win a single reroll on a banner.
No, not one.
Despite rolling badly.
Yeah. It was a risk because if you won and twatted the one, that would be 10 points for you or something?
I would have got, if you would have lost 5, I would have lost 5.
So yeah, if I hadn't won that combat, it would have been a different game.
Yeah.
So it was a risk. Paid off.
It would have been 13.
Thank you for the lovely game, Stoff.
Hi, Ian. Oh no.
Got 3 ballistas in them.
I've not had a chance to shoot one spare ballista yet.
Oh, bastard.
Set up a fire, I think.
You sex offending yet? No.
Nice.
So one.
What do you resist it?
I'll just chuck my shit on it. In fact, you know I'm not going to resist it, and then I'm going to roll the 6 on his ring. Really went.
You love a good ring.
I didn't even have enough night, so he's on fire.
It's on fire?
I have to roll for it.
Once an army's been broken, the game might suddenly end. At the end of each turn, after this condition has been met. So it's not the turn you bring.
So you might have won your game then.
I think it and we definitely got the builder. And then his taskmaster, who was my assassination target, was over here.
Well, at least you get a free ticket next year if you get the spoon.
Yeah.
Let's explain that again.
So we're looking at here, we've got John on 3 wins and a draw, Douglas 3 wins and a draw, Dave 3 wins and a draw. So you literally just need to win big this next game and you'll win the whole thing, John.
But I'm playing Finlay. And he is a sweaty boy, isn't he?
I feel promising. He looks a bit hungover. Look, you're fresh, right?
I'm fresh. Fresh as a daisy. Finlay, I've got you. Mr. Sweatlord. Well, unless somebody else does, which they can they? Would you like a draw?
How are you winning?
Bribes and blowjobs.
Blowjob, right?
Yeah.
That makes sense.
I've got to give out 5 gammies when I'm finished. And I've only played 4 games.
You're gonna win it. You're gonna win it, John. You're gonna win it. Well, he's fucking in contention to win.
No chance. How's the beefy doing?
Right.
Shite. How?
He got absolutely murdered that game.
Oh no.
Don't get one.
I hear Berserkers are Berserker.
Yeah, they are.
They're doing well.
You mean clansmen? Clansmen.
Yeah, the actual Berserker model came in the try.
Aye.
What are we going for here?
You're
You
not.
know that shit, a really shitty Lamedon army over there?
Really?
Oh, of course, between game 1 and game 2, we have best painted. Oh, lovely. Look at all these armies. There's so many beautiful armies on display, especially from all the different game systems. Absolutely fantastic. I do think in Lord of the Rings now, we maybe need to have 2 categories for best painted, you know, with display board and without. I can't drive and there's no way of me ever getting a display board to an event, and I feel like the display boards are what win, you know, best painted. Like, doesn't matter if you have the best painted army in the world, if you do not have a display board, you ain't gonna win. So I do feel like, you know, Armies on Parade that Games Workshop does it right and has 2 separate categories. And you can see in Old World and Age of Sigmar nobody does display boards because, well, I don't even know how you would do it in Old World with all the square ranking up stuff. That would be quite hard actually, now that I think about it. Anyway, waffling on. Again, look at all these beautiful armies.
King in the castle. King in the castle.
Could I not sleep with this?
I don't know. I think you win this. You're heroes. I can't deal with them. Yeah.
Hey, that's the last round kicked off. Best of luck.
Deployment.
Blob of death. Shoot of death. Here we go, big man. Game 5, the most important game. If I win this, I podium. But fortunately, the matchup, rock, paper, scissors me right up my hoop. Proceeding to just charge across the board into 16 crossbowmen. This time Finlay didn't pick the heroes, he just shot clansmen, and I think on the way in, he killed a lot. I think he killed like 10 to... no, it was more than that. I can't remember, but it was a fucking huge part of my army. Absolutely fucking annihilated on the way in by crossbow bolts. And I also was a bit of an idiot and I deployed... I wasn't really thinking, I was just trying to get into combat as fast as possible. And I got a bit too close, and it meant he could kind of get a charge in and get a couple of kills before the battle lines even met. Saruman, just another game he was just fucking useless in. He's just done nothing this whole event. What a fucking point sink. Thank fuck Grima is so useful. Otherwise it would have been a complete waste of time. I think he maybe transfixed Thor in one turn. He's got that thing where he can just 3+ one of the heroes, just 3+s and gets magic away. Absolute fucking nightmare. And then you can see all my clansmen on the right flank. My plan was to hit this right flank and flank around the back, chop this entire flank to bits in one turn, and if I could do that and then the next turn chop another huge bit off the middle, I could probably be quite close to breaking him. And then, because it's to the death, that's kind of the main kind of thing you want to do in this game, so I thought I still had a chance at this point. I was so keen to get in and just get chopping, and yeah, I lost every single fucking roll on that flank. Every single roll I lost, and lost clansmen, so my punch on that flank flopped miserably. The clansmen, I've completely fucked it. That was the turn to do the damage, and I killed 2. I did a wound to somebody though, didn't I?
Yeah, you done a wound to Donnie.
Did a wound to Donnie.
Which I've not marked, fortunately.
Chain bastard.
Yeah.
Doing a draw. Then the second turn, I still had kind of enough clansmen to do it again, and then maybe bring it back, but nah, I lost every fucking dice roll. To the death, killed 2 dwarves over there, 2 wee dwarves, and you've killed that. Dreams are dead, guys. The dreams are dead. The gods had blessed me enough to get me to this stage, and yeah, then just laughed in my face in the last round. Again, rock, paper, scissors feeling. You know, if the last scenario had, because it was 5 games at this tournament, if the last scenario had been recon instead of to the death, I would have beat Finlay, because I could have just run off the table with 3 marches and all that shit. And there's not much he could have done to there. I'm faster, he's dwarfs. You know, I would have won recon. Yeah, so if it had been a different scenario, I could have podiumed. That's the luck of the draw. 17, so I can't kill 17. And the game's going to end anyway. I can't get your fucking banner. I can't get Thorin. It's just been a fucking disaster.
The ceiling salt.
I've just been an absolutely fucking horse, man.
I don't think any of that game is your fault.
I'm just so hurt.
Like 3 turns repeatedly, majority of your line rolls up 2. Yeah. It's too good. Like, what can you do?
Buy better dice.
Done a good job to get
fake dice. These Rivendell ones are fucking normally hot. Oh, they get the 6 now. Now they get the fucking 6. Oh well. I still don't drop too far down, hopefully.
Like 6 or 7 foot worst.
That's alright. Oh, is this a 20 now?
Yes. Although no, I don't think anybody else.
Fucking hell.
I don't think anybody else has the same win, less and draws as you.
Okay, so I should still be alright then. I don't want to drop too many.
Yeah.
I didn't get any V fucking P's, man. That's embarrassing. That's embarrassing.
Obviously, the environment down here is all salt. The ceiling's salt, the floor is salt, the walls are salt, and to an extent, the air is salt.
For the good job.
Yeah, anyways. Pleasure as always, Finlay. Pleasure as always. Got your podium? Yeah. Do you think? Definitely?
I think I'm guaranteed second there.
Oh. Dream dead. Having a wee look at this game now, and the only thing I can think of that I could maybe have done differently is instead of just going blah, 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 and charging across the board, I could have just like gone and hid, if I was being really gamey and boring, hid my entire army like back behind all the terrain that was back here and just force him to move out slowly and then kill all the time in the world, and then, you know, make him take, you know, if I just keep hiding and moving away from the crossbows, he needs to keep moving and shooting and eventually waste enough time that I get a draw. Maybe I could have done that. Or wait till he gets close and then charge out. But then I wanted to use the free march. But, you know, if they'd actually remembered to put a drum in the list, like they've now decided it should have had a drum, as per the FAQ, that could have been a lot funnier, just running away and drumming and running away and drumming. But yeah, those are the odds of the game. Yeah, great game. I don't think sitting back and hiding would have been great for you guys to watch. It would have been, yeah, very horrific. But I didn't even think about it. I didn't even think about it till after the fact, so there's not even any point thinking about it. Aye. I know there has been quite a few me moaning about things at this, but I can honestly say I am in love and absolutely loving this new edition. I loved all my games, they were all great fun. I would highly recommend anyone who's a bit hesitant about trying the new edition to just give it a blast. I think all the rule changes are fantastic. The army list, this stuff's a bit pants, and you know, only being 6 scenarios means that certain things, you know, there's a lot of rock paper scissors at events, but just go fucking play a narrative game with your friends and I honestly guarantee you'll have an absolute blast. I'm fucking fully on board and I am absolutely painting up hundreds of fucking armies, man. I think I've painted like 4 Lord of the Rings armies in the last like 2 weeks. I am just absolutely fucking loving it. But I do have some little moans and stuff throughout this video, but I think it's important to, you know, bring these issues to the forefront so that, you know, no rule set, no matter how good, is going to be perfect. There's always going to be little weird things that we don't like, so I think it's important to talk about them and to discuss them so that we can find changes and alternatives, whether that be through an FAQ or our favourite erratas. You know, I think it's important to make to do these discussions. You know. But anyway, I've been waffling on for fucking, you know, what's this video, like 40 minutes or something. Yep, congratulations to Finlay for getting a 2nd place after that beating me that game, and yeah, here's the final results. Yeah. Backing up.
Right, there's loads of close-ups of me in this.
Yeah.
God damn. My pores are really bad.
Cleaning.
Is it shining? Like the weekends.
I'm just wondering about drowning my sorrows. So I got pumped. I could have won.
I mean, you took a mean risk.
I could have won. I know, the memes did well.
I mean, I think that's it.
Next time
did well with it.
Yeah. I'm dropping Sanaman for a bomb and more Berserkers next time. That's the plan.
4th place, we had Alfredo.
That's entirely your fault for both of you being there. That's not my fault. It's Alfredo's fault. That's your fault.
Hi, you beat me.
It's sour.
So that's the final results. Well done to those three that podiumed, well done. Absolutely gutted that I fell at the last hurdle, but onto something absolutely incredible that happened. I'm still absolutely surprised at this because I never win anything.
Oh, it's the raffle, it's the raffle. Oh, come on.
This one says John McCorkadale.
We're all John McCorkadale.
You caught me.
So yeah, I got incredibly lucky and won the new starter box, which I'm just actually over the moon about because I wasn't able to afford it myself. So yeah, absolute game changer. It means I can do my Haleth Legion because I've got enough Rohan guys. Just a Rohan horde with is it Hera, the wife, the bride one, where they all get dominant too. I'm actually going to be able to run that list, which is so exciting. I'm going to get them painted up as fast as I can after I get all these other armies done. Yeah, just I'm over the moon. I'm so happy. I can't even express it with words. And of course, a huge thank you to all the Patreons and everyone that supports this channel. It helps me, you know, continue to afford my paints and my supplies. It is fantastic. I love you all so much. And if you wish to join JMac community Discord, where we all chat shit and make fun of me, pretty much, feel free to join the Patreon. I will put a link below. Yeah, had a great time at this event. Awesome to try the new edition. I'm super excited. I really want to get more vlogs out this year because last year was sadly slow on the ground. So yeah, let's do more vlogs, more tournaments, more games. Yes, get the bat reps in when I figure out how to use these new microphones I've got. Yeah, awesome. Thank you for watching this far. Thank you everyone. Bye. Love yous all.
There he is. There's the big man. You miss me? You miss me? After biting my head this morning, you c***. Look. Took a big bite out of my head this morning. Oh. What are you looking at? Huh?
Thanks for watching, everyone. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and remember to give my bell a good old ring.
Making this really awkward.
There you got that fucking science centre. What is science of fucking building ships and putting good fucking boys and fucking work? That was a science in my day. Science was fucking welding fucking ships together and sending them out to fucking sea. You know.
Right, so apologies for this video being like a week later than it should have been to all my lovely patrons. Yeah, I brought this lovely new phone, OnePlus 13, because the battery life is insane. Like, I did 2 full days of recording and I charged it once, I think. It's just the battery is just, that's why I got it, and the camera's really good as well. But for some reason the codec, or whatever this uses to encode the videos, is not liked by my editing software. And I don't want to go back to, if I go back to my old phone, I can't do that, but it means I need to charge it after every game, and sometimes you don't have time. So it means lugging about big memory packs and all that shit, battery packs and stuff. So this is what I basically edited the full video, like it's because it was laggy in the preview, and I just thought once it was rendered it'd be fine, but even rendering it, when I rendered the full video, it was so laggy. Like, look at this. But yeah, game 1 over, time for a quick break for... Oh, I just realised my camera's in front of the preview. What a fucking idiot. Right. But yeah, game 1 over, time for a quick break for lunch, which ended up being quite a long break, because we actually didn't realise that we finished like an hour and a half early. So I had time to go have a look. So yeah, like, if I took the same clip and put it in DaVinci Resolve, absolutely fine, absolutely fine. Whatever, please let me know so I don't need to go back to my old phone. Because that's cost me an entire week having to re-edit an entire video.